What's happening? What's happening? Happy Thursday, motherfuckers. Sorry, getting a late start. Welcome to Ask a Stripper. If you are unfamiliar with Ask a Stripper, we're going to get this intro out the way, first of all. Ask a Stripper is the opportunity for you to do just that. You get to ask a stripper anything it is that you want to know. The stripper we're speaking of course, is me. So, a lot of times people have curiosities about what it's like being in the business. So I figured I'd give you a way to ask me whatever question it is that you have. It could be questions about the business, the lifestyle. Sometimes people hear rumors and have heard so many different things, and they just basically need an opportunity to ask somebody what it is that they need to know. You know what? I forgot to turn up my, damn it. Well, we ain't gonna worry about it. So fuck it. We'll just go through it. So you can ask me anything it is that you need to know. Even if it's just about life from a man's point of view. I answer all and any question. Thank y'all for logging in. Please make sure as you do, you like and share the video for me. Sometimes I even take anonymous questions. So if you got something that you want to know or something you want to ask me and you don't want everybody knowing your business, you can send me things to my inbox and I'll still answer the question amongst everybody else, but I just won't mention your name so everybody else knows your situation. So again, like I said, as we're going through this, please share the video for me and like I said, ask me anything you want to know. You'd be surprised. A lot of times the question that you're curious about, you're not the only one, because a lot of these questions are very common. One of the things that somebody asked me during the week, which is again one of the very popular questions that I get on my live, is where do male dancers get their names from? And for different guys, it's different answers. Some guys that are brand new, when they come into the business, they'll ask me like, hey, what should my name be? I don't have a name. And I'll be like, well, first off, let me watch you perform. And based off of their style of performance, the way they carry themselves, I'll suggest a couple names that come off the top of my head. And sometimes we let the audience pick certain dancers' names. I'll be like, we'll get on the microphone and say, hey, we got a new entertainer in the house. He's the new guy for now. But the lady who comes up with the name that he decides to keep, we're going to buy you a free drink or give you a free admission into the next show. And sometimes based off of that, that's where a dancer's name will come from. And I can't tell you how many different dancers I came up with their names. So that shit's crazy. For me, when I first started performing, the very first time I danced, my name was Tomcat. I know some of y'all have heard this story before. I'm going to tell it again. The very first time I performed, my stage name was Tomcat. Just because, my real name is Tom and I like cats. I'm a very acrobatic, balancing motherfucker. So I figured that was appropriate, right? So I told the audience, or the MC, the guy who was talking on the microphone, of course, bring me out Tomcat. You know what I'm saying? But when I walked out, it was like harmony with the audience. They said it all in unison, and it just sounded like a mama when she calling her badass kid. It was like, damn! And they just said it like that. And I was like, oh shit, that's kind of powerful. Maybe I should be my name. Nobody else has a name like that. And which is something else that's real big with male dancers. Coming up with a name that nobody has had before is sometimes a hard thing to do. I can't tell you, just since I've been dancing, how many different versions of chocolate there have been. There's a whole bunch of seductions. There's a whole bunch of Mr. This and That's. You know what I'm saying? But I have one of those kind of stage names where I haven't heard it on any other male dancer. Now, there was one time when I was dancing back at Henry's Palace. That's a place, here in Detroit, where a female dancer had my stage name at one point. I ain't like that shit. Because again, I like being the only me. So when somebody says, damn, I'm the motherfucker they think of, right? So, me and my boy Silver Street, we had went to this club called, what was it, Hard Bodies? Or, I think no, it wasn't Hard Bodies. It's right down the street from Hard Bodies. The Sting. We went to the Sting. That's the name of it. And as soon as I walked in the fucking building, somebody was like, yeah, coming to the stage, the one we call Damn. And I'm like, Why they saying I'm coming to the stage and it's the titty bar? I ain't going on the stage and here's a whole bunch of motherfucking dudes. I'm not dancing for the guys. And then this girl walk up on the stage and they were like, all right, damn, give it to him. And I'm looking around like, how does this motherfucker even know me? You know what I'm saying? But they were talking about the girl. So you own it. I try. You know, so I'm up here watching the girl like, this bitch got my name. I don't like that. She better earn it. Now, granted, she had a very rotund ass that was just all around. It was round, but that's the only thing she had going for her. So it's like, her stage show was alright, you know what I'm saying? Other than all of that derriere, she ain't had shit else going for her. So I wasn't impressed. I'm like, I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So she came over to our table afterwards, and my boy was laughing, right? So she was like, hey, how you doing? You want to dance? I was like, yeah, my name is Damn. She said, what? I said, listen here, Junior. How long you been dancing? She said, about 2 or 3 years. I was like, oh, okay. Yep, I've definitely been dancing longer than you. At the time, I've been dancing maybe like about 7 or 8 years. I was like, so you're going to have to come up with a different name. She was like, I said, don't take it personal. But, Junior, you can't keep that name. Come up with anything else you want to use, but you can't use Damn. So she had all types of attitude and walked away. That's okay. Don't be mad walking away. Just walk the fuck away. But then she came to our club one day, and she was with this other chick named Temptation, which is another popular name. I can't tell you how many males and females done had that name, right? So they was like, yeah, Damn here in the building. And I'm looking, I'm like, no, you don't ever announce that bitch in the building like my name, you giving it to her. You will never do that shit. So I got on the microphone because, you know, I'm me. And I start calling her Junior all through the club. I'm like, yeah, all right, we're going to send a double shot of water over to Junior in the house. And la-da-da-da-da. And I just pretty much clowned her for trying to attempt to have my name. And I think the next day she changed her name to Seductress or some shit like that because she didn't like me talking about her. Don't take it personal, just take it. But it's hard coming up with things in our particular field that are unique. Things that are something isolated to just yourself, like stage names, even certain performance moves. What's up, y'all? I see you tuning in. Matter of fact, everybody who's watching, give me a check-in. Let me know where y'all watching from. I know I got some Detroit in the building. I see some Pontiac. I look like I got one of my Lansing ladies in the building. Let me know where y'all watching from. Uh-oh, wait a minute. What's up, Miss Latchinson? Ain't seen Joe name in 2 times forever on the live. You've been one of my friends on, especially my Ask a Stripper back since, what, 2009 or 10? Back when I used to have to type out all the fucking questions and answers and shit like that. I was wrong. What the fuck was I wrong for? Bitch tried to take my name. Fuck her. Okay, I see Pontiac, Houston, Texas in the building. What's going on? Canton, Ohio. All right, ladies, I see you. Detroit in the building. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all share the video for me. I definitely appreciate it. There can never be another one. I'm like the Highlander. There can be only one. All right? So y'all continue to share the video and let me know exactly where everybody's checking in from. I definitely appreciate it. So yeah, that's something interesting in where other dancers come up with their names. Some of it's really based off of their personality, their look. Waterford in the building, I see you. Wait, you used to type all the questions and answers? Well, I more or less typed the answers and the response. Before Facebook had live, back in like 2009, 2010, I was doing Ask a Stripper. And I would post it up. And I'll say, hey, we're going to do a round of Ask a Stripper. You ladies can ask me whatever questions you want to know, and I'm going to give you an answer. I had to type all that out. So then I'd have like a list of questions. I'd usually let about 10 questions go by. And then I would come back maybe about a half an hour after everybody typed in their questions, and I would answer each individual question in order. And before, like now, you didn't even have the reply button where you could reply to each individual comment. I had to say, okay, this one's going to this person answering your question. And it would be one of them things that literally took all fucking day sometimes. But I had so many things underneath a post because my responses under each question, and it just take for fucking ever. But yeah, I had to do that shit. And then when they finally came up with live video, I was like, Just make things so much easier. Pontiac, but used to be in Flint, worked at the Diamond Girls. Oh, wow. So were you there when we was performing? I miss you back. Dig that. You need to come down. Well, talk about these damn shows. I miss it so much. You've came a long way. You have no fucking idea. And I'm yeah, it was like a chat room, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? For all the shows that were supposed to have been and got postponed. What's up, Latrice? How you doing, darling? Share the video for me. For all the shows that a lot of people were supposed to be coming to that got pushed back. None of the shows are canceled. None of the shows are, just not going to happen. So if you were coming to something, especially if you were celebrating a birthday or a graduation or anything special, we don't want you to feel like it's just not going to happen. So let me know if you're celebrating a birthday or anything special, and that way you can still celebrate whatever your special day is. It'll just be once they take the world off of punishment. As of right now, everybody on fucking punishment. You can't come out the house, can't go over your friend's house, none of that bullshit. We all just stuck in the fucking crib. I don't like this shit. Grown ass man, motherfuckers telling me I can't come out the house. You and Ty? Okay. All right. So you gonna have to make your way down here. And as a matter of fact, for all my female dancers that might be looking, I actually get shows for ladies sometimes where like somebody wants to hire a female dancer, and you'll see me put a post up like, hey, I need a female dancer for this show, and everything that I do is paid. So if you or you know somebody who's an entertainer and they fit the description of what I'm looking for at the time, all my shows are paid. Like I got one this Saturday, since a girl backed out of it at the last moment. You just made me think of it, where they looking for a black girl for this show, and it starts off paying $200, but the girl who was supposed to be doing it backed out. So I'm always hiring new entertainment. What's up, Debbie? How you doing? That is my seamstress extraordinaire. If you need something made, something crafted, something handmade, even repaired, whatever the case might be, you need to go see Miss Debbie Calhoun, and she'll take care of you. She also does bakery items. I'm giving free shouts out while we in the apocalypse right now. Normally I charge people for these, but Debbie, she done take care of me so many times. So if you need some bakery items, she's also, is it a baker, or is that the correct term? A bakery chef, pastry chef? She does all that shit, the decorating and all the hooking up. So you need to holler at her if you need something, even if, right now you're just getting it for yourself since the world is shut down. You still at Little Darlings? Wow. We have not been at Little Darlings for almost 2 years now. We were there every weekend for about 3 years, but now we haven't been there for about 2 years. So everything we've been doing has just been either occasional shows when we throw specific parties somewhere, or different clubs where we happen to find a venue at. I know someone who's having a divorce party when we are underground, when we are ungrounded. So I told her I know some entertainers. She's going to let me know. She needs to know prices. Okay. Send her to my inbox, and I'll answer whatever questions and give her a good price and whatnot. We'll work it out. I need my jacket repaired. Debbie is the lady that can hook it up. Get with her on the inbox, and she'll let you. She probably is going to need to see exactly what it is you need fixed, but she can take care of it. She done did so much stuff, fixing, repairing, making, all of the above. So when y'all can finally get out in the world and try to look nice for folks, you can go get something that don't look like nobody else's. But yeah, it's like that. Let me know, Leanne, if you able to come down and do shows down here, because business don't stop and sex sells year round. So I'm always hiring, Now, I'm going to tell y'all something crazy. When it comes to like hiring entertainers, both male and female, it's hard to find people who are dependable, because you have a lot of people who are curious about it and always say, oh yeah, I wanted to do it. And that's why you'll always meet somebody who said, oh yeah, I used to dance. Now, granted, in Detroit especially, there is a plethora of guys who are male entertainers. But then even beyond that, you have a multitude more of guys who will spit that bullshit at you talking about, oh yeah, I used to dance back in the day. These motherfuckers might have danced for their friends in a room or did one bachelorette party because no real entertainers were willing to take $50 to do a show. So because of that, they think that they were a male dancer. Or they went and did an amateur night one time, and now they are, veterans in the male dance bullshit. Bullshit. Motherfucker, look here. For one, I know damn near everybody. I'm not going to say I know exactly everybody, but even the motherfuckers I don't know me. Okay, if you meet somebody who say, oh yeah, they used to dance back in the day, ask them, do they know my name? If they never heard a damn, that motherfucker is lying. Okay, if they even go further back and they say they used to dance back in the day and they don't know Platinum Gold, that motherfucker is lying. Okay, just because you did dance don't mean you were a dancer. There's a big difference. My higher up is hosting a party and I'm also hosting it. I'll give her your info. Okay, good business. But now I also look out for a lot of people who want to be entertainers, because a lot of people are curious about it. She says, what? I'm about to kill my cat. He keeps fucking with my shit. That's what cats do. Anyway, I know a lot of guys who are curious about being entertainers and they don't have an opportunity or a way to get started with what they're curious about. So I'll say, hey, if you're serious, you can come to a show. I'll put you to work maybe selling beads or selling t-shirts or doing something like that. And if you're really interested about it, I'll give you an opportunity to do it. And there have been a lot of guys who came and tried it or even came and saw a show and said, you know what, this ain't for me. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not for everybody. If it's not for you and you give it a try, so be it. But then some guys come and they try it out and they have this false sense of what they think male dancing is. They think, for one, it's like it is for the girls. Now, for female dancers, it's a lot different than it is for us male dancers. For one, females do a lot more extracurricular things than the males do. So they gonna think they gonna come in and, they gonna be just free hoeing and is gonna be like that. And it's like, no, motherfucker. Even just because you can doesn't mean that you should. And you have a lot of male dancers who have and should not have. Your son is a good salesperson with the beads, LOL. He had me cracking up. That's very good. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. And they be thinking with they zipper and not they pocket. And then as soon as you get into it and you realize you ain't gonna make no money with that, this ain't for you. Now, another thing is, with guys, when they go to see female dancers, the difference in the frame of mind, like a lot of guys go to a club thinking, okay, I got to show off. I got to show off for these women because when they see how much money I'm throwing, they going to want some of my attention. So that's their way of thinking they're going to get the girl that they want. Plus, they'll come in there throwing money, trying to show off and stunt on the other guys in the titty bar so that they're showing off as much for the other dudes as they are for the females. So they got to come in throwing a whole bunch of money. They got to come in buying bottles. And you know what I'm saying? This shit is just fronting, and so they think that it's going to be the same for females coming in the male dance club. And it ain't like that. Now, females will come in there dressed certain kind of ways to impress other females. You know what I'm saying? And that's their way of kind of like stunting. But the girls don't come in throwing money. The women, however, who ain't worried about what nobody else is thinking, then they're going to conduct themselves in a different manner because they know it's not about getting the entertainer's attention. It's about keeping it. And that's a big thing with us. For one, because it's a thing of respect when you come to see one of us. You know what I'm saying? Granted, you can come in and watch the show and enjoy the show, and that's fine. We enjoy you being there. We enjoy you patronizing things by all means. But at the same time, motherfucker, don't say you come in here and you expect a certain level of attention and you're not paying attention. You understand what I'm saying? Nigga, you want to chill? Pay a bill. Are you staying live later because of the late start, or does it end at the regular time? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll play it by ear. We'll see. I was doing some work and it ran a little bit over, so I got a little bit of a late start today. So we're gonna see how it goes. Kind of tired, so we're gonna see exactly what happens. But as I'm just going through all these things, ladies, like I said, if you got questions, y'all can feel free to ask me whatever it is y'all need to know. Y'all see I'm out here wild today. And, I'm looking at myself for a second there. This shit is just everywhere right now. I'll be glad when we get off punishment. This shit is re-damn ridiculous. Re-damn ridiculous. That's a word today. I don't know if I made it up or somebody else made it up, but I'm using it. So this shit is re-damn ridiculous. But as soon as the world open up and we are able to have some shows, this shit's about to go down like a paraplegic on roller skates. I'm trying to told you. That is what it is. Now, like I said, I mentioned last week how I'm seeing certain entertainers, good hair, don't care. There's only so much I can say about that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, fronting or putting nobody else down, but bish. She said, me too, I'm over it. I've noticed a lot of guys doing these shows online. And they're doing kind of like lives where they're charging the ladies to view their live. And maybe it's me just not knowing exactly how it works. I'm not sure if they're charging them to yes, bitches. I'm not sure how that works. It's like, do you have to pay to get accepted into the group to watch the live video, or do you just log on to their page and it's a live video where anybody can log on? If it's a live video where anybody can log on, I don't see how the fuck you can earn anything off of doing it like that. Have you ever dropped a female while performing? Drop like the bitch hit the ground? No. I ain't never dropped a bitch like she hit the ground after I done picked her up in the air. No, I've never done that. 25 in a group. Okay, I was curious about that. I wasn't exactly sure how that works. I don't think that's something I'm going to do. I have come close to dropping a female that one time when I talk about how my boy Pac-Man picked up that gargantuan lady for me, and he didn't pick her up, but he picked a chick that was so much of a woman. She was more woman than any other ladies in the audience. She says, motherfucker has his birthday Tuesday and you got to pay ahead of time. So, okay, this is what I'm wondering with that. She says it's a private video and you have to pay to watch the video. So if it's a private video, and again, this is me just not knowing it. So is it a Facebook Live video and you pay to gain a subscription, or you pay to join a group and then you can watch the live video? What's up, big head? That's the way I like it. Head. Sometimes your head is big if you're good at it. Anyway, if it works, like I say, I'm not knocking anybody that can do something and make it successful. I'm just skeptical about it because I hope it doesn't ruin our value as entertainers, because it takes away so much of the one-on-one. Now, when you don't have any other means, you make a way, hey, fuck it. Sometimes you do what you got to do, and I can't say that, it's not, it's very motivational for motherfuckers to try to figure out a way when it's hard. It's a private group you pay, and you're in the group. Did you live and get saved? Laugh my ass off. What? Okay. You know what? I appreciate getting my life saved. And you know what? When I have a chance to get my life saved, I think it's one of them some special things. Now, some of you ladies, if you don't understand what it means, that means you haven't watched my show. I want to tell you, there are certain things that you can do. And like right now, as we're dealing with this pandemic, it's so serious. See my serious face? You got to have a whole thing. So serious. We're going through a time right now where you can be the ones to save somebody's life. The only way to truly purge this coronavirus and get it out of your system, Ladies, I want you to understand what I'm saying. This here is one where you're doing something so unselfless. You're doing something to help somebody else. Now pay attention, ladies. This is really in your hands, or not your hands, so to speak. That I put up this article maybe about a couple weeks ago, that the only way to completely purge the coronavirus, especially with the ones you love, you got to suck a dick and save a life. That's right. By going deep, getting all the way down on it, and just sacrificing the double jointed in your throat, you have the ability to bring one out of the grips of death. D-E-P-T, depth. You can help them. You can help them, as my grandmama would say. You can help them get into a better place. It's so powerful. When she say, I'm not Cash App or PayPal anything to watch shit on Facebook. And see, it is certain women who have that frame of mind as far as when it comes to shows. Because, again, I think one of the things that make us special in our brand of entertainment is being able to get up close and one-on-one and having that interactment. Interactment? Is that a word? Anyway, that interacting with an individual. Now, granted, at different clubs we used to perform at, like Henry's and Watts, we had to stay on stage. And when a woman wanted to tip you, she had to walk up to you, to the stage, put it on you, and that was the way you got tipped. It wasn't no getting in the audience and being able to get on women or even use women on stage, because they had to come to you for you to get tipped. My family life is safe because I have been doing it the whole time. Punishment has me solo. Not saving lives right now. That's all right. Well, we're going to get past this. We're going to get through it. Okay? Just be strong. Be strong. You're all going to be all right. The show definitely going to be worth it. Hey, and you know what? Listen, like I said, when it works, we work it. And you do what the hell you got to do. Now, when we get out of this bullshit, the first real show that goes on is going to be so amazing. Because I can't wait to put on a show and have some like out-of-town entertainers, some good quality guys. And, you know, my core group. And we're going to have shows in Detroit. I'm working on bringing out something to Lansing. We're going to have something in Toledo. All these different shows that were supposed to happen, but we had to postpone, and then we had to postpone what got postponed. All of this shit is still happening. All of this shit is still going down, as you should. But we're just taking our time with it. So I'm looking in different areas, even places that haven't had male dancing before. I want to take something somewhere where people haven't been overexposed to it as well. Because a lot of times here, like especially in Detroit, sometimes it's like we have, she says, UP did the damn thing, and the loyal supporters are going to show love either way it goes. That's good. She even did the Tank Dogs card. That's funny. Funny, you spelled it right. Hello, everyone. What's up, Miss Oliver? How you doing, darling? And again, if it works, I'm saying, hey, work it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, for me, it's going to be a nasty good time. You damn right. I'm just saying, for me, when I put this show together, listen here, it's going to be something special. Because I want to get that up close and personal. I want to have that in your face type of show. You know what I'm saying? And to know that it's going to work out in the long run. You know what I'm saying? As far as financial stability. Because I enjoy doing what I do, but it's still a job. Shit, we felt like we was in the club. For real? Okay. I'm glad to hear that. And again, I haven't even watched one to see how it goes. So maybe it's just me not knowing. But like I said, if I'm hearing that they're doing it and it's working for them, I'm going to say good job. You know what I'm saying? They was in club bedroom. Go to the kitchen for the bar. Hey, and it's BYOB, literally, I guess. But you know what I say? Hey, if it works, I'm not mad at nobody. I'm just saying, for me, I'm going to wait until I can get up and close and personal with you. Unless I'm doing this here and I'm building my anticipation. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to dress up Tuesday with my tequila and tacos. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So listen, It's going to be kind of shows, all type of shit's going to be jumping off. And we just waiting for the world to get off punishment. You know what I'm saying? And once the world get off punishment, everything going to be just jumping. I mean, everything from the Coney Island to the fucking club to the hair salons, everybody's just going to be so eager to do anything. It's going to be fucking amazing. And we're going to make up for lost time. We're going to make up for lost time, and everybody going to be healthy, and everybody going to have a good time, but we're going to do shit the right way. I'll let you know how it turns out. Okay, Cinco de Mayo. I know that's in May. Now, pardon my Espanol, but I'm not exactly sure when it is in May. My son does, but I don't. I know Cinco de Mayo is in May, and damn, can you postpone a national? You can't postpone a holiday. It's like they not doing the Cinco de Mayo parade. I know that they normally do. You know what I'm saying? And the restaurants are all closed. That's one of my favorite parts of Cinco de Mayo. You go down there, and man, the food be amazing. And we like it in the face. The dancing, I mean. I know what you meant. It's Tuesday, May 5th. Wow, Cinco de Mayo. So, okay, so you said the 5th, you said the 7th. So, damn. So, like, she said Flex cashed out for her birthday on her virtual show. Bands. Okay, that's good. I can just imagine, you know what I'm saying, the motherfucker watching for the birthday and just throwing money at the phone. Just throwing money at the phone. Ha, take that. Bitch. Make it rain on my phone. And I still keep all my money. Cinco's the 5th. Okay, that's cool. So, y'all gonna be Cinco de Mayo in the kitchen Cinco. Because you ain't going nowhere else. You know, you be having tacos and tequila at home. That's crazy. But, again, you know, we gonna have to do something special because, like, normally, something else I normally do. And I just saw one of my memory flyers that came up on my thing. I'm hooking my phone up to the TV. That's sweet. One of the things that I did, it came up in my memories, was the Mother's Day show I did up in Flint about 2 years ago. My man Tricky was up there with us, and we did a Mother's Day show. And it was the last really, really good Mother's Day show we had. And I'm not just saying that because my man was still alive, who's not no more. But, you know what I'm saying? We just had a really good time doing Mother's Day shows. And I like to do those every year because, well, y'all put in y'all work all year long. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sacrifice so much of yourselves, whether it's between going to work, coming home, dealing with the kids, or dealing with that motherfucker, whoever that motherfucker might be. And then when it comes to us, it's like we invite y'all to come to these shows. So doing a Mother's Day show is usually a way that I like giving back to all the ladies who've been patronizing my shows. So I let everybody who's a mama in half off. You know what I'm saying? If you bring a mama, you get in half off if you're not a mama. You know what I'm saying? So just looking out for, you know, the ladies who've been showing love all the time. You know, so we're going to have to do something like maybe a late Mother's Day show. And, you know, let mama have some. We're going to be smoking hookah, drinking tequila, eating tacos, and I'm going to chill with my sister, and she watches the show. That's cool. My cousin owns a Mexican restaurant, and they are open for carryout. I bet you they're going to do real good on Cinco de Mayo if they doing carryout that day. Taco Bell going to be the shit because it's going to be the only fucking thing open down here in the city. But, yeah, so it's like I'm really kind of disappointed somewhat about that because my Mother's Day shows that have been in the past was always really big events. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm going to have to make a way to still show that appreciation whenever the world gets off punishment. You know what I'm saying? The government made it a little longer, Channel 4 said. What's a little longer? Like, what the fuck? I mean, it's already fucking long enough. What's a little longer? It's fake Mexican food. Don't do us. I know it's not real. I mean, it's real food, but it's just not real authentic. I know. So any place that does have some real authentic food, they're probably going to do amazing coming up. Probably between Monday and Tuesday, they're going to make a killing. Yes, carne asada, tacos, real Mex. I know I probably fucked the pronunciation of that up too. We are definitely going to take that trip to get our carry out. That's sweet. Yes. I heard a joke about Mexicans that said, how come Mexicans can't barbecue? I bet y'all don't know the answer. How come Mexicans can't barbecue? I should get on here telling nothing but Mexican jokes on Tuesday just to make it, participation. I'm going to say, okay, I'll tell you the joke first. How come Mexicans can't barbecue? Because the beans keep falling through the grill. Yep. And somebody sent me a joke the other day, and it said, why did the Mexican take Xanax? Why did the Mexican take Xanax? Y'all know the answer? The Mexican took Xanax for Hispanic attacks. It was funny to me. She said the governor made it for the 28th for Michigan. May 28th? That's a whole nother fucking month. Man, that's ridiculous. You said this one before. It was funny to me. It was not that long ago. That shit's crazy. This Mexican can barbecue. All right, now, you keep saying that. I'm going to put you to the test now. I like barbecue. We going to see if you can. My goddamn, what was that? What's going on there, sir? Hey, listen, we still here, man. I'm going to make it do everything it can. It was extended until May 15th, and the state emergency is until the 28th. So that means it's pretty much, ain't nothing different. It's just longer. So it is what it is. I'm looking at the news now on Fox 2. Well, listen here. She said, boo. I know. Is it the same down there in Ohio, Samantha? Because you're in Canton, Ohio. Is it the same for Canton, Ohio, where you're at? Because it's like, if any part of the world is open right now, and I can take a show there, I'm liable to do it. Listen here, I'm trying to told you. Like I said, at first I was about to take a show to Toledo this coming week, but then they said, this shit with Toledo, they're not open yet either, so we had to wait. A snag low, bro. Okay, I got you. Man, what's happening with you? Listen. Hey, man, like I said, we all still here. Going live every day. So you're going live every day. If it works, we're going to work it all the way around. Georgia is open. Now, I seen a little something about Georgia that I'm not sure. Should we open tomorrow here in Dallas? Really? So Georgia open and Dallas is open. That's crazy. I wonder what's different there where they felt like it was okay and not anywhere else. I'm wondering what is the difference now in Georgia. Do they have like better medical facilities? In Dallas, do they have better health care? Are they doing something different? Are the numbers different where like people are not getting sick or anything like that? Man, that shit is amazing. We followed the orders and they said they followed the orders, didn't protest it. I'm staying in the fucking house till it's over. I've seen so many people outside, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as the regular world, it's like it's not anything different. The weather here is over 80. So what, they sweating the corona out of them? So they not getting sick because it's hot there? And the numbers are lower. Oh, the numbers are lower in Dallas? I missed the press conference today, so I don't know. Okay. She's going outside to barbecue Saturday. Listen, I go to my back porch, barbecue. That's where my grill is. I'll go out there and smoke me whatever. It's food I'm talking about. Because they don't care about my life haters. So the thing is, I'm like, especially here in Michigan, I'll say, if you go outside, like just to the grocery store, it's people just out like it ain't nothing going on. Granted, you can't go to any of the stores that are closed because certain shit's just closed. You can't go to the club or the casino. But as far as like out in the world, motherfuckers just out here riding, and it's like nothing's different outside. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that part. It's like no real difference. It's not like martial law where you have to be in the house or you're gonna get arrested or anything like that. I heard about one time here in Detroit where a group of people had a party at a park, you know what I'm saying, Rouge Park, where it was like a whole bunch of motherfuckers out playing basketball and shit like that, and they got tickets. But other than that, people just driving up and down the street, as long as you're not congregating in a certain place, ain't nothing really happening. She said, that's niggas for you. That's why numbers are high as fuck. Yeah. They're opening up malls, movies, bars, only at 25% capacity. And where is that? Where are they opening up any malls, movies, bars at? Because that's definitely not here. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. The minute they say they open up a bar, I'm gonna have a show. And everybody be in that motherfucker dressed like some ninjas. I'll have a G-string on and a ninja mask. I ain't bullshitting. If that was the stipulation that everybody had to have a mask on, we gonna have on ninja mask and G-strings. And it's gonna be going down. But that shit ain't here. That's because they won't sit still. I go to the grocery store and the gas station in the woods. You shouldn't catch nothing in the woods. She says no salons, barbershops, gyms. That's in Dallas. Oh, so those are the things that aren't open. That part is similar here. Record that, please. 3,000 people have died. God bless them. Has someone go live so I can see it? Oh, you talking about from the show? I sure the fuck would. I'm telling you, we gonna have a whole bunch. You know how some of the Islamic people and the Muslims, how they wear like the ninja outfits, like the women, like they already dress like ninjas, you know what I'm saying, where they have on just this right here. I bet they in the house like, this is what the fuck we've been doing all the time. They probably healthy than a motherfucker, because they ain't caught shit. So that's how they live all the fucking time. So it's like you just got to dress like one of the ninjas, and you ain't gonna have to worry about catching the shit. Boy, I'm gonna tell y'all something that happened to me one time. We were dancing at Watts. Me, Platinum Gold, Silver Streak, Heat, Sex Appeal. We were doing a routine where we were coming in like cowboy bandits, and we had to have face masks on, right? So we stand out front of the club waiting for us to walk in, and the cops pulled up on us like, hey, it's illegal wearing masks. Y'all take the mask off right now. We was like, we finna walk in the club and perform. He said, if you don't take the mask off, we arresting y'all right now. We was like, damn, motherfucker. But now, years later, everybody got on masks, walking in and out the store, and like the shit ain't nothing. Like, well, they lucky. That's all I'm saying. Just because they're opening here doesn't mean I'm fucking around out here. I ain't mad at you. She says, I just checked. It's supposed to be extended, but a few things will be open and don't know how long it will expire. So that's in Ohio. Okay, so that's really not too much different. I was talking about wanting to move up north so we could see deer every day, and then said her 4-year-old would try to catch one and reminded me of your story when you drank. Yeah, I ain't fucking around with that no more. That's not all it's cracked up to be, believe me. In Washington State, they have drive-through strip club. A drive-through strip club. I wonder how that would work. You got to roll down your window, slapping the ass with a 5, and then, you got to move on because the people behind you. I don't know how you get to drive through. That bitch might as well watch TV, because you can't enjoy none of the good shit that makes it a strip club if you're doing a drive-through, because you can't. I can't motorboat a bitch. For me, if I'm a guy, I can't go to the titty bar and get none of the pity patty cake from the titties on my face. That's part of what make a titty bar fun. You get the little pity pat from the titties. And you can't do that shit if you're driving by. If you're driving by, you try to pity pat some titties, you're just gonna get pow. And then no telling what kind of titty you getting. If the bitch ain't got no titties, you just gonna get pinked. You get pinked, you gonna poke your fucking eye out. If they some big hard fake titties, you gonna get knocked the fuck out, because you're going too fast through the drive-through. It just be horrible. It get a fucking headache. Can you tell that story? They better sanitize the money. Okay, you talking about the story where I got the one time I had a fucking real drink. Okay, the fuck was that? Okay, so I got a story request. This is a story. Now, give y'all a little prelude. I don't drink. I don't smoke. None of that. So, my brothers are always trying to get me to partake in drinking with them. And my whole life, peer pressure has never worked with me. So, it never I would never drink with them. I never smoke with them, and none of that kind of shit. I love story time. So, I made a bet with my one little brother, AJ, because this is some impossible shit to happen. He was like, look, you got to drink with me. I'm like, I'm not drinking shit. He's like, what if I get all the brothers together? You got to have a drink with me. So I thought about it for a second. Now, this time we're all grown. You know, I think at the time I might have been like about 24, 25. So my little brothers were all like 18, 19 at the time. Now, my older brothers are like around their late 20s at the time. My oldest brother, Derek, he was like in his late 30s, but he was living out in California. So I'm like, fuck yeah, all right, cool, make that happen. Because you ain't getting all of us together at the same time. That shit just don't happen. Story time with Dan is so fun. All right, so I don't know why I just yell that. I don't know why I do that. Every time I say so, I gotta make it loud so y'all pay attention. All right. I said, all right, that's cool. That's the bet. And we shook on it. Because I knew this shit was never gonna happen, right? About 2 to 3 years go by. And again, I done forgot about the damn bet because shit just don't happen. Now, a few of us will get together at a time, 2 to 3, maybe even 4 of us. But I ain't worried about it. It's a lot more of us than that, right? So this one particular time, it's AJ's birthday. You know, he said, hey, we gonna get together. We gonna have a good time. We gonna drink. I'm like, all right, we gonna get together. I ain't drinking shit. Said it just like that, like I always do, right? So everybody's supposed to be at our house because me and AJ are staying together at the time. And we gonna just do whatever we do from there. So me and AJ at the house, brother TJ show up. I'm like, all right, so now it's 3 of us. They are already drinking. They don't waste no fucking time. Offer me a cup. Nope, get the shit out my face. So Demetrius shows up. It's other little brother. So all my little brothers right here in Detroit are right here. I'm like, all right, cool. So we chilling. Derek is here. I'm like, oh shit, I ain't seen my big brother in I don't know how long. I'm excited. I'm happy. So, you know, we all gonna get together and this is cool. So Derek's there and AJ was like, yeah, we just waiting for Tank. I'm like, all right. Tank ain't never gonna get here. Tank is slow as shit. Tank is my big brother. I love him to death. But this motherfucker, he has hair like, you know, ours, but he brushes hair one at a time. And if motherfucker say he gonna be there at 8 o'clock, he's talking about 8 o'clock next month. You be waiting for this motherfucker at 8 o'clock and he ain't showing up shit. Oh yeah, bro, you know, is always his excuse. So we sitting there and all of them just smiling and looking and shit. And I'm like, fuck y'all happy about? I mean, this is my brother's birthday. That's cool and all, but what the fuck? And then Tank pull up. And they all just look at me. And I'm like, fuck. AJ just hands me a red cup. You made a bet. Here's the cup. I think this is some bullshit. Nope. You shook on it. It's a bet. We all here. Come on. I'm a man of my word. So, all right, fuck it. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking I don't drink. I've been around alcohol my whole life because my family drink. And of course, I've been in the club my whole life. So I know what alcohol is. And I'm thinking that they're going to give me something that tastes good. So since they want me to drink with them, they're going to give me something that might entice me to drink some more. Nope. These motherfuckers gave me you know how them red cups be. They gave me a red cup full of Hennessy. And when I say full, I don't mean like it was down to the line. I mean, this motherfucker was to the top of the rim, full of Hennessy. Here you go. And I smelled the shit first. I'm like, oh no, I think this is spoiled. This is not good. You need to check the expiration date on the bottle. They was like, no, it's supposed to be like that. So I'm like, oh no, this smell bad and it's hot. Why is it hot? You just handed me a cup of hot. Is it like coffee? Is it supposed to be warm like that? It's like, that shit don't matter. Just drink it. I see that. So I took a sip. This is the nastiest shit I have ever tasted in my whole life. It is so nasty. And I thought that it was just warm when I'm holding it. But when I drink the shit, my inside is just... And I eat a lot of hot sauce and spicy foods. But when I tell y'all my whole intricate, my trachea and all of my windpipe and everything, it was like... Why is the shit like... ugh, I don't think this is good. I think this is spoiled. This is too old. They said, no, when it gets old, it gets better. I'm like, this is brand new then. This is some of the brand newest new, because they didn't, if either it's too old or it's too new, but the shit is horrible. You should not drink this. I don't think this is healthy. Y'all, and what the fuck? And it was like, it's Hennessy. I'm like, it shouldn't be enemy. It's nasty as fuck. But they're like, no, that's what we drinking. You gonna drink it with us. Okay. So we leave the house and we carpool because we want to go out and do something more. So we don't want to be just standing there in front of the house, like a big old pack of niggas. So we go out to Belle Isle. Now, if you're not from Michigan, you don't know what Belle Isle is. Belle Isle is a park that's an island. And a lot of people go there with their families for picnics, riding bikes, and nature's got an aquarium and all other types of shit. It's a nice place to go for your family during the daytime. Now, especially at this time, at nighttime, it's something completely different. This shit turned into the strip, not the strip club. That's something different, but you might have seen some of that shit there back in the day too. Now, motherfuckers go out there and they just park their cars, be showing off their cars and drinking and shit. So that's what we went to do. We parking and whatnot, and we all just standing outside the cars talking, and motherfuckers driving by, and I still got this cup, and I done drank maybe this much out of this tall ass red cup. And I'm standing there and I'm trying to figure out why this shit is just getting more nasty as I'm drinking it. It's like my tongue just wants to retreat. I don't understand what the fuck is going on. It's just horrible. And one of the weird things that I'm remembering about it, when I drink things like my tea or a pop or whatever, I drink and it quenches my thirst. It's very refreshing. This shit, I would drink it and it makes my mouth dry as fuck. I couldn't understand why you drink this nasty shit and it don't accomplish the task of drinking anything. You drinking it and it makes you just more thirsty. And it's like horrible. And I'm drinking this shit and it's just nasty and my face is all tore up. And Tank would describe it. Me, him, and TJ were talking in the group right then, and they said I was drinking it and I'm holding the cups up straight, but I'm linked to the left like this here. And I'm drinking it, but I'm just linked to the side. And then they was like, well, what the fuck? I look like I need a V8. I was just on tilt like a kickstand. And I'm drinking it, and Tank said, as I was talking real fast, and everything that I was saying was just coming out at an accelerated rate, but he couldn't understand why I was talking so fast. But everything that I was saying, it was really fucking clear, but he really couldn't understand why I was talking as fast as I was. And then all of a sudden, I just shut the fuck up. I stood up straight, looked at them. Here, hold this for a second. They said, no, you gotta drink it. I said, I'm gonna drink it, motherfucker. Here, just hold the cup for a second. And I took off into a full sprint, just running fast than a motherfucker. Now, my hair was down, flying in the wind. I had on a little Hawaiian shirt, blowing, flying in the wind. And I had on gator dress shoes. So I'm running in the field with dress shoes on, skick, 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 hair and shirt blowing in the wind. Looking like something out of Twilight. And I just drop kick a porta potty. Boom! Drop kick the porta, walk back over, pick up my cup, and stood there. So now all of my brothers are standing there looking at me like, you see that? What the fuck? Why'd you do that? What for what reason did you assault that receptacle? And I was like, motherfucker was talking shit. Won't say nothing else. Stood there sipping my drink. Now I got about halfway down, right? Shit is still nasty, but I'm getting used to the nasty. It's like when you're married. You know what I'm saying? I done got this cup about halfway down, and I looked at it, and AJ must have saw that shit. He was like, oh, you almost done, huh? I said, yeah, this shit is nasty. He said, oh, yeah, well, here, this will make it taste better. And then the motherfucker just poured blue shit in my brown shit, and now my brown shit turned to green shit, and he filled the cup all the way to back up. He said, you didn't finish your cup? You got to finish your cup. I'm like, why are you trying to make me look like I'm drinking a cup of diarrhea? That's Henny for you. That shit is horrible. Just tuned in. What were you drinking? Nasty ass fucking Hennessy. But then like I said, they poured, my Hennessy was brown. And then they poured the blue shit in it and it turned to green shit. Incredible Hulk. It was incredible yuck. And it's like, I know what it was, but the shit was nasty as two fucks. And then I'm like, ugh. I tasted it and I'm like, oh, it ain't no better. Why the fuck you mix some more shit in here and you done filled the cup all the way up like it was gonna be better or taste good? This is nasty as fuck. It is, I feel like I'm drinking Smurf juice. This shit is nasty as fuck. And it was like, nope, you gotta drink it. So, sitting there and I'm drinking. And this shit is nasty. My chest is just hot. And it's kind of cool outside because it's later on in the nighttime, right? So my skin is cold, but my insides is hot. And I'm just confused with how the fuck I'm supposed to feel. My mind don't know what the fuck is going on because I've never had this going on inside my body before. So I'm like, it's like my lungs and my trachea was going through puberty and it just didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I'm sitting there, I'm drinking, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to feel because I can't think clear. I love Incredible Hulks. That shit was nasty as fuck. And I'm like, how come y'all drink this? Y'all taste buds must be retarded. This is not healthy. Yes, I think y'all taste buds has been burnt off by the nasty shit. And I eat a lot of hot shit. My taste buds must be more sensitive than y'all's because I don't understand how it's spoiled. I said, let me have to see the bottle. I'm looking for expiration date. There ain't no expiration date on there. There's no little date stamp or none of that shit. I'm like, this is not approved by the Surgeon General. There's no date on it. Anything you consume is supposed to have ingredients and a date stamp when it tells you when you should not consume past this date. This shit does not have none of that on it. You should not be drinking it. And these motherfuckers are laughing at me and I'm serious. I'm looking at them like, fuck all of y'all. Y'all don't care about me. Y'all don't love me. And then, plink, I saw something move. And when I saw something move, I was like, and I just got real quiet. And now these motherfuckers are so just enraged with laughter and everything. They didn't notice that me shut the fuck up meant something was about to happen. So I got my cup in my hand, but I'm looking. Now, if you've ever been out to Belle Isle before, she said, hello, I was drinking straight Hennessy for a damn year and I had to lay off. I got crazy mean. That shit is horrible. It's the devil. It's the devil. I'm trying to told you. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking. Something caught my eye. You can do the hot box story. Oh my goodness, I'll do that one next. So, if you ever been out to Belle Isle, you know it's a whole bunch of just natural wildlife out there. Now, not so much now, I haven't noticed it, but back then you used to see just a pack of deer roaming, walking around, grazing and just eating. So, I saw a big old pack of deer. It had to be like maybe about 10 of them. All different sizes of deer and shit, right? So, I'm looking and I just see the deer. And now all of them are laughing and shit, but I'm up here, I'm focused on these fucking deer. And I'm looking, I'm like, And I set my cup down on the hood. And they just laughing and all of a sudden I just said, pew! And I took off running again. And then all of a sudden now, she says, I've never had an Incredible Hulk. I despise Hennessy. I see why. So they all looking at me like, oh shit, what the fuck is he doing? I ran across the street. I ran across the street and I'm in another field. Now, these are my brothers. They love me. They care about my well-being. You would think that one of them would have reached out and tried to stop me, grab me or hold me and say, hey, motherfucker, what are you doing? Stay here with us. Nope. For one, I'm a fast little motherfucker. And I was gone. You ever see like the road runner when his body is straight but his feet is going in a circle? So I'm like, pew, and I'm gone. I'm faster than a pew, and I was just gone. Poof. I was after the deer. Don't have a particular plan on what I was going to do, but I'm like, hey, these motherfuckers are fast. I'm fast. I'm going to catch one of these motherfuckers just because I want to, right? So, boom, I'm after the deer. They have anything as possible parties here in Dallas. That's horrible. They're teaching y'all the bad thing. And I probably felt that anything was possible, like I could catch a fucking deer. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with the deer when I catch it, but I'm running after the motherfucking deer, right? So I'm chasing these deer and I'm on this one motherfucking deer's ass. I'm like, I got the Bionic Man run shit going. I'm just like here with it, right? And then I look and what do I see? My brothers My brothers have now attempted to surround the deer in a herding motion. My brother TJ was running at the deer this way, so the direction I'm running, he's heading them off. So now the deer don't know what the fuck they, oh shit, it's a nigga over there too, you know? And you just see the deer, they don't know what the fuck is going on. They sitting up there minding their business, and from the take of it, you see them just sitting there chilling and eating and shit, and they looked out and okay, yeah, some niggas over there. The fuck is he? Hey, the niggas coming. What the fuck? And they just took the fuck off, right? So now my brother, he's heading the deer off this way. Then my other brother, he was coming at the deer. He's flanking them. He's flanking them. If you don't know what flanking means, I ain't talking about a stake. It's when you come at the enemy from the sides. So my brothers are flanking the deer. And my brother Tank, he down at the other end. This great big motherfucker is like he just a wall and shit. And the deer now just don't know what the fuck is going on. They like, oh shit, no, what the fuck? We about to be venison. We ain't deer no more. We about to be venison then. And then motherfucking deer they just scattering all different type of directions. They ain't running as a group no more. They like, niggas, run for yourself. Everybody on your own, survive, nigga, just go. So I am on this one particular deer's ass. This motherfucker dip, I'm right with him. He dipped that way, I'm right with his motherfucking ass. I'm about to reach out and grab the deer by that fluffy little white tail. And then I had a hat on now, I'm thinking about it. And as I'm running at the motherfucking deer, all of a sudden the motherfucker I just felt this go, pow, and my hat just said, and I just stopped. It wasn't no slow to a stop. It wasn't no gradually decrease my pace. I stop. Sober. Okay, I just felt a hoof wind. That's the wind from a hoof. Just shoot. That motherfucker just took all that alcohol that I had consumed the whole time and just shot all that shit to hell. Oh, okay, I am done with that now. Oh my goodness, I think I've messed up my good shoes. I am ready to go home and recline. I think I have had my partake of the evening. And gentlemen, please take me to my residence. It is time to relax and contemplate over the things that happened this evening that will never fucking happen again. She said, oh my God, they had your back by joining you. Yeah, that's fucking up. You motherfucking about to watch me get my ass whooped by nature and shit. Teamwork makes dream work. They was trying to help you catch one. That deer was about to beat you. No, just the motherfucker shoot foot past my ass like the nigga knew Kung Fu or something. You know, and he did the bottle cap challenge with my fucking hat. Pop my hat off. I'm like, okay, now I'm done. Well, okay, I'm done with that, gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed yourselves for the evening, watching me act a completely asinine individual. I would like to go home to my domicile and just recline and contemplate all of the different things that could have gotten more fucked up. Because if I got kicked in the face by a deer, y'all wouldn't be looking at me like this no more. I probably, you know, something like that. I look like Bobby Brown, you know, saying I'd be Bobby Yellow, but I still had to. So no, I don't. So, see what I'm drinking now? No. So, and to this day, all of my brothers be like, hey, have a drink with us. I'm like, no, motherfucker. No. Yeah, I remember what happened. No, I don't need to do that. I know me now. And that's not something that for history needs to repeat itself. I'm okay with being like I am now. I wish that would have got recorded. If they had camera phones back when we were young, so much of the shit we did would have been viral by now. I'd probably be all types of YouTube star and crazy shit because of so much of the epic fucked up shit we used to do, especially me. But yeah. Oh, she asked me to tell the hot box story, which is something different. When you come here, you have to have a shot with me. I'm not. Look at you. Didn't I just say peer pressure don't work on me? No, I'm not having a shot. I'm going to have a shot of Arizona green tea. Okay? You can have a shot of whatever you want. I'm drinking juice or tea. It'd have been epic now because it definitely would be viral. Oh yeah. The motherfuckers, can you imagine motherfuckers, hey man, you gotta watch this shit. Okay, see the little nigga with the hair? Uh-huh. Well, okay, watch. Pow! See, there we go. Look at him. Okay, watch the deer. Oh, he almost got that motherfucker. Now watch his hat. Oh, skit. See how the nigga just skit, hit the brakes, roll around, and I skit. Okay, they've been just like that shit. Skit. Instant sober. Yeah, so, you were bad in your younger days. Bad? I don't know if I would say I was bad. I was just not as refined as I am now. I was definitely more adventurous. And we'll just leave it at that. With some Henny. Look at you trying to get something fucked up. I ain't fucking with no more Hennessy. That shit was so damn nasty. Felt like my brain was just deep fried. Episode of Discovery Channel. Yeah, that'd be mixing BET with Discovery as a collab. Now, damn that. Drunk man chases deer and gets beat up by Kung Fu Bionic Deer. Great headline. Man, boy, we'd have whooped that deer's ass. We'd have jumped him. The deer would have kicked me. Me and my brothers would have jumped that damn deer. You'd have seen the deer getting the WWE treatment. We'd have been dropping elbows and knees on the deer, coming down with a boom on the deer. We'd have whooped Bambi's ass. That motherfucker kicked me for real. Look, it'd been a problem in the situation. Your face just told it all. I don't know what you're talking about. That motherfucking deer would have touched me. Boy, we'd have whooped his ass. I'm just telling you the truth. I ain't drinking no more. Look, that shit. And for one, above all things, that deer had his brothers. Yeah, but they were some bitches. Because them motherfuckers took off and left his motherfucking ass. Only the strong survive. And that motherfucker, he just was tired that day or something. You know, he was eating the wrong berries and I was drinking the wrong drink. And that shit just didn't mesh right. You know, I'm just glad I was a little bit too slow and he was just a little bit too fast, and that shit just didn't happen. You got 10 on the deer. You know, it would have been about 8 of us whooping that deer's ass. You know, that'd have been a bad problem in the situation right there. What we talking about? I have no idea. He made you tap out? No, that motherfucker made me stop. I just hit the brakes. Okay, I'm done. So yeah, I was done for that. Okay, I think I am going to do about just 12 o'clock because life has to go on. So, tell this hot box story real quick. Another time when motherfuckers took advantage of my purity. I feel very disrespected and discriminated against. Because this was another time when some of my people who I was around that was supposed to care about me and be looking out for me because I don't partake in some of the things that they do, and these motherfuckers set me up, right? So, me, my boy Tricky, a dude named Turbo who lived in St. Louis at the time, and another dude named Deep who lives in Cleveland, we going to do some shows, right? So me and Tricky travel from Michigan. Tricky lived in Flint, I live in Detroit. We got down to Cleveland with Turbo, and we're going to do a tour. So we're going to do shows in Cleveland, St. Louis, from St. Louis to New York, making a trip. Now we driving, and this is like January, so it's like real deep of the winter right then. And we good from Cleveland to St. Louis. That's not so much of a long trip, but going from St. Louis to New York. Now, I'm the only one who don't drink and don't smoke. So they're like, damn, you driving and it's late. All right, fuck it, cool. I'll drive. I'll get us there by showtime. Now, all 3 of these motherfuckers smoke. And not just a little bit. They are bona fide professional smokers. Like deep, that Snoop Dogg level smoking. You know what I'm saying? So you got the guy sitting in the passenger seat. He's the designated roller. So he's got the tray and he's rolling up weed and he's crumbling and twisting and licking. I don't want another dude licking nothing, me putting it in my mouth. Now maybe that's just something I'm personal about. I don't want to trade saliva with another dude. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, that just wasn't my thing, right? So you got him up here, he's rolling one. As soon as he rolled it, get it up, he handed it to the guy behind him. He's the one who got the lighter. So he take the lighter and he light it, he hit that motherfucker, then he handed it to the dude next to him. So he's get it, I guess, the motherfucker in rotation. I remember the stories where you need to get this book going. Everyone needs to hear these damn stories. I agree. Need to ride trip with them. Hennessy? No, not at all. So now, once the guy who is behind me, but he's behind the driver's seat, he's the first one who's getting a real good hit off the weed. So then he says, hey, yeah, you did a good job. Here, hit this. So the guy, while he's rolling it, he got a weed thing, or no, he got a weed. He has a joint or a blunt in his mouth while he rolling another one. So it's got time for him to lick the new blunt. So he passed the blunt that he was smoking to the guy behind him. So the guy behind him, he smoking this one while he lighting this one. These niggas are multitasking the whole time, and they just got like about 4 to 6 blunts in rotation. So This is going on the whole fucking ride from St. Louis to New York. In the wintertime, I got sneeze. Shimmy. Oh, that shit hurt. Whew. See, just that shit, me thinking about it, me talking about it, made my whole chest just go into retreat. My lungs was just horrible. You got the best story. This shit is ridiculous. So, this was just rotation going on, and I'm driving, and it's in January, in the wintertime, deep snow wintertime. Thank you. And so the heat is on inside the car. So the heat's blowing. These motherfuckers are blowing weed. That's what we've been doing, being grounded. That's bullshit. Thank you. So they got like about 20 blunts in rotation now, and I'm driving, and I'm trying to see the road, but it's snowing outside, and it's foggy inside the car. So I'm looking, and I'm got the windshield wipers on, but at the same time, I gotta wipe the inside of the window to get the whatever, this film of shit from the smoke off the window, and then I'm coughing, and I'm doing this shit, and I'm not even smoking shit, but I'm coughing because this shit is so fucking thick. It's like the air. I could wave my hand past the air, and I can see my handprint through the fog, and it's like, but I can't do that. I'm driving, and I'm holding on to the wheel. I think one time I might have bit the wheel because I had to wipe my fucking brow. I don't know exactly what the fuck was going on. So I'm driving, and they got like about 40 blunts in rotation, just multitasking and shit, and it's so fucking hot. It's so hot, my ears are sweating because you're a rookie. So my ears are sweating and shit, and I'm trying to concentrate on the road between the fog inside and the snow outside, and we get all the way to New York. I only had to stop one time to fill up the tank. So we get to New York, and see, I can tell that these motherfuckers done smoked before. Hold on, what did she say? Damn, that was long. Hold on, let me see what the hell that say. She said, my back in the day Mother's Day story. So I went out with a friend, knowing that for years, riding around, talking, laughing, drove to Belle Isle, still talking, laughing, now drinking Hennessy from the bottle. I'm feeling good. The police pulled up. 2 black male officers told us, she telling the story while I'm telling the story. The police pulled up, told us that it was time to leave, so we had said okay, but we were there, so now I'm feeling really good. I decided to climb over his lap on the driver's side.
You're not talking about nothing.
That's my son. He just motherfucker coming in the van and shit. I'm about to poke the shit out of him in the eye. Hold on. There you go. See? Damn, you smell like weed. I was just telling the weed story. I'm up here telling the weed story. He coming here smelling like a hot box.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. What's up, Eric? This dude is cracking up. Man, that shit just got me all fucked up. You know, not you. Even though I could get a contact off of you.
I was about to say.
I was telling them about the time when I was driving with Tricky and Turbo going to New York, and we driving in January with all the heat on, and these motherfuckers got like about 18 blunts in rotation.
Ooh.
And it's snowing outside, and it's foggy inside, and I'm the only sober-ish motherfucker.
No, I was about to say you definitely got contact in there.
Oh, I got combat in there. I wasn't even contact. I got combat, and it was just fucked up. So I get all the way to New York, and like I said, they're all professionals, right? They've been smoking. You know, I need to be on his level. What's up, Rika Schmitty with them big ass titties? So, we get to New York, and these motherfuckers just jump out like ain't shit going on. You about to be high now because he smells like weed. Yep, you sure do.
Right, get a contact.
Come see us Saturday after I'm cooking.
Who cooking?
That's Katie.
Oh, bet. Say no mas.
She said, "Oh, he's so handsome."
Thank you.
Anyway, so they just jumped the fuck out. Like, all right, damn, come on. And I'm sitting there, like, trying to figure out how to make certain parts of my body move again. Because so far, I've been working on just concentrating on the steering wheel. That's the only thing I had to move was my hands and my eyes, so I'm good with that. But now I got to get out the fucking car. And I don't know how my legs are supposed to coordinate with where my eyes is pointing at. So I sit there for like maybe about 5 minutes in my mind. I don't know how long it was in real life. So these motherfuckers done left me and went in the club, grabbed their bags and everything. And I'm just here stuck. I can't move and shit. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay. I felt like the nigga in Kill Bill, wiggle your big toe. So I'm still holding the wheel. I ain't moving shit. The engine is off and everything, but I'm still on the wheel just because muscle memory. I'm just holding the wheel and doing little shit with it. I was like, okay, we here now. I can get out. So I remember opening the door and turning sideways in the chair, and I'm just sitting there looking across the street like, yeah, that's the club. Whew, it's all the way across the street. Damn. I could just sit here, but damn,
it's all the way across the street.
It's all the way across the street. Why the fuck did I park over here? You know, as I'm looking across the street and shit. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right.
I'm fucking dead.
Guess I'm gonna get up now. So I rock to get up and rock my ass right back in the seat.
Yeah, couch lock.
Yeah, I was like, shit. So I sat there for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right, I'm gonna get up now. For real, I'm gonna get up this time. Look, wasn't nothing coming across the street, wasn't nothing coming that way. I'm sitting in the car. I ain't even about to walk across the street. I'm just sitting in the car looking like, yeah, ain't nothing coming. I can go. So I stood up. I finally got to my feet right. I stood up and I like, okay, I know. I felt like that motherfucking Friday for real because I'm trying to brush the high off of me. I'm trying to brush the high off. I'm like,
you in the customer.
I'm like, I can't go in here looking like this. They know I don't smoke, right? So I'm trying to get myself together and shit. No. So I walk in and get to the club. I'm like, yeah, I'm one of the strippers because I had to get past the security, right? They was like, you know, there's a woman show. I said, yeah, nigga, I know. I'm one of the strippers. Right. And so they looking at me like, nigga, I got a bag. Them niggas grabbed my bag. They inside. It's 3 niggas and they high. He said, everybody in here high. I was like, oh, shit. I said, I think I'm high, too. He said, off of what? I said, shut up. So finally get inside, right? So I go in the back, and these motherfuckers in the back already changing, getting ready and whatnot. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, I got to go talk to the DJ, get my music together. So I go over to the DJ booth, and I'm at the DJ booth, and I remember just saying, hey, I'm one of the strippers. And the motherfucker looked at me like,
nah, nigga.
But I think I said it just the way I said it. So like, I'm one of the strippers. Like, I was excited by that shit. Guess what? I was a stripper, bastard. It was just one of them kind of things. So it was bad. Mm-hmm. And the whole way back,
it was the same way.
Same shit. Well, damn, you driving. I'm like, fuck y'all. I'm rolling down the window. It's like, no, you can't roll down the window. All the smoke don't get out. Nigga, that's the idea. So that was a day when like I said, I've been around the club my whole fucking life. Mm-hmm. She said, it's Friday. You ain't got shit to do. I had a whole bunch of shit to do.
All right, speaking of weed, I'm about to go next door. I holla at you. I love you.
You just came from next door.
I'm going back next door. I only came home to grab the weed. I mean, flowers. Mm-hmm.
Y'all see this shit?
Mm-hmm.
This is my sequels.
I said, love you.
Yeah, I love you too, nigga.
All right, deuces.
Mm-hmm. You got to put gas in here tomorrow. You said you put gas in here.
No. Remember the agreement? I said I was gonna put gas, or I could get food, and he was like, go ahead, get food, just put my seat things on. Ya tú sabes.
And I can tell you was high when you did that shit.
Yup.
Yup. Some bullshit.
All right, later.
Yep. Yep, I heard that splash. Slamming my damn door. So yeah, that shit really happens. But I can't. No, that's too much for me. So when I see motherfuckers and they be that kind of fucked up, and I remember how I couldn't think right, I don't know why y'all do that shit to yourself. I don't want to be like that. No. I don't need that. So yeah, no, I'm straight on that. They was passing 40 blunts in rotation. That was just in the first 5 minutes. Once that shit got to really going, it was probably more than that. This was some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers just, each finger had like about 3 blunts in it. Weed heads at its best. Man, that shit was disrespectful. I get a headache thinking about that shit. And it took me so long to come out of that high. Like, okay, for me, I have to compare it to what I remember or what I know about. I've been like, it helps my back pain. You ever be like so sleepy, like you wake up too soon out of a real deep sleep and you gotta shake the sleep off of you, and you gotta feel the sleep just drain out of you? You know what I'm talking about? Like you be like into a real deep sleep and something wake you the fuck up, and even though you are up and your eyes are open, you still got that sleep inside your brain. That's what the high felt like to me. I felt like I'm about to die. I mean, I think I thought that at one point. I'm about to die. I should not feel like what I'm feeling, and I can't explain what it is that I'm feeling. So this ain't probably a good thing. Going back to smoke, yeah, that's what the fuck he went to go do. You know, and it's like I should not be able to look at my hand and be like, I can only feel the middle of my fingers. How come I can't feel the tips of my fingers? This is horrible. This is disrespectful. And then no, rookie, and I'm not even, see, a rookie means you're doing something and you're just starting and you're going to catch up to everybody else. I'm not a fucking rookie because this is not some shit that I do. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, hey, you smoke crack for the first time and you was a rookie. No, motherfucker, this ain't some shit that's supposed to happen. I don't want to do this shit. This is not okay. Let me see if I can put my phone back up. That's not okay. I'm not trying to do this shit, especially on a regular basis. Not at all. Not ever. So, and it's like, again, I realize that when you're high, some of the things you think about ain't normal ways to think. Like, I was thinking, like, this one idea, and again, I was high. Some people chain smoke blunts all day. I dated someone like that. Wake up smoking a blunt. I don't smoke, so I was like, hell no. Exactly, right? And then, like I said, your brain don't work the same way when you're smoking. And I wasn't even smoking. Bro said crack is whack. Exactly. They probably high. So it's like, one of the things I tell you, like I was thinking about, I'm like, if a seagull was blind, what would you call it? And this shit had me sitting there thinking for a minute. I'm like, wow. Because it wouldn't be a seagull, because you'd be lying. Wow. And I'm sitting there thinking about this. I'm like, I wonder if I took half of Viagra, which half of my dick would get hard? Would it be the half on one side? Or would it be the front half and then I'd be limp in the middle and then I have a hard dick head, but then the rest would be limp? Or would it be the opposite? I have it hard in the middle, but then the end of it look like a sock hanging off your foot. I'm sitting here thinking shit like this and I'm like, I guess that's why you always got to take the whole thing. But, you know, it's this weird shit that was going on in my head, and it's just bad. So, I don't know. I just can't fuck with it. That's just, certain things ain't meant for certain people. And I know that I'm not meant to be high. I like to be able to think clearly, and that shit ain't meant for me. So, you were stuck. Oh, all the way around. That shit just not meant to happen. It ain't for everybody. And I'll definitely be one to admit everything ain't for everybody and certain things ain't meant for me. I'm just saying, she really stopped talking that. I'm just saying, that shit, can you imagine having half a hard dick? Like, and when I say half a hard dick, I'm not talking about it's evenly distributed all the way through, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get a half a chub, it just ain't all the way standing up. I'm talking about, like, your dick is hard as freezer meat at the beginning. Hard as freezer meat. You know what the fuck I'm talking about? Your dick is hard as freezer meat. You ever had some meat out the freezer when that shit done been in there for about a week? Dick be hard as freezer meat to the middle, and then the rest of it is limp as a sock. What the fuck you trying to do with this? It's like you can't do shit with the whole front part, and it's just like that's just gonna go the way. So you got like, it's like trying to stuff a mushroom in a coin slot. It just be using the thumb trying to stuff that, and it's just bad, you know. Or if it was the other way around, can you imagine that the other way around, where the whole head of your dick is hard, but then the middle is limp, and it's like you got what do you call them things when you twist them, throw them around in there, it makes the whistling sound, the whoop, 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 whoop sound, it'd be horrible. It's like I got a grappling hook for a dick, and it just ain't working. And again, now it's just like, this is the kind of shit that I was thinking about back then. Yep, I'm in the hood. But I will sip on a little Hennessy. See, that shit is nasty. And I just, see this here? This is as good as it's going to get. And the Hennessy don't even taste good. That's the other thing I can't understand. Now, when I see people smoking and I see them getting the little flavored leaves and the little wraps and whatnot, they got little flavors to add to it. It's like, okay, maybe that might have a little, but Hennessy is just nasty. That shit is horrible. Oh, man, it tastes like gopher piss. I don't know exactly what gopher piss tastes like, but if I had to imagine in my imagination of imagining things, I would imagine that gopher piss and Hennessy are very similar. That shit is just not something that you're supposed to ingest inside of your body. I'm just saying. But it's after 12, and I'm about to choke on my tea. Listen here, if you about to choke on something, you need more practice. I'm just serious. Anyway, I want to say thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for waiting, because I know I got a late start tonight. I really miss seeing y'all in some of the shows and whatnot. So as soon as we able to get the world off punishment, we're going to put everybody back together and we're going to have something happen. I'm about to say, how do you know what gopher piss tastes like? I don't know. But if I had to imagine gopher piss and Hennessy would probably come in the same bottle. But I want to say thank y'all tonight. And it makes me want to fight. That's why I drink white. Yeah. I believe all the ladies should drink something white. I'm just serious. But I want to say goodnight. Thank y'all for listening. If you didn't share the video, now's the time to do so. I appreciate y'all watching, and I hope I can make somebody smile as we going through all this chaos with the world. Everybody deserve it. So like and share the video. Oh, and go to my not my Facebook. Y'all on my Facebook. See, I feel like I've been drinking already. Maybe I probably been sitting next to my son who was high. I got some of that high off of him. That's horrible. So anyway, go to my YouTube channel, which is Damn Space The Dancer. And you can watch all my YouTube videos, and I got like all of these on there now. And I got a couple of individual videos where it's just me telling stories, and I need to do some more, but I just honestly haven't taken the time to sit down and tell a couple individual stories. Protein shots, and I love white, as well y'all should. So we're gonna definitely work that out for you. Not that. Y'all go into my YouTube channel, looking at some of the videos. Y'all can share the videos, watch individual stories and all the above. And thank y'all for watching, and share this video, please. Thank you. Damn the Dancer. Yep, that's the one. So thank y'all. And ladies, remember, suck a dick and save a life.